Here we are at Dave Franek Auto Sales, where you can save with Dave and Leety. And as you walk into the office, the first thing you notice, besides Leety's lovely face and their smile, is the fish tank. And there you have it.
Customers complimented often, Amy. They really love the fish tank.
Why, thank you. Another semi-satisfied customer. That's awesome. Thank you. Alright, so there it is. FishyGrrl Aquariums. So I just want to make a couple comments here. Normally, the tanks I service do not look like this, but there's a couple reasons for all this buildup of algae. Number one, I haven't serviced this tank in a while because I actually always forget that Dave has it because it's in his bedroom. I service a 40 tall out in the reception area of the office. And two, because Dave doesn't know you can just kind of wipe this, but that's alright. Also, it's by a window. So if you have any like sunlight coming in on a fish tank, you want to like watch where you place your fish tank if you're starting one up. Because if you have sunlight shining in, you can definitely have a lot of algae problems. And the sun comes straight in and hits the tank here. So that's why it was all built up on the front. But anyway, so we'll get this going. We'll get it cleaned up. So just cleaning it up now, we have all the free-floating debris, and I stirred it up anyway because I'm just doing a quick siphon, so I want everything kind of stirred up and just suck it all out. So that's what we do with the siphon, which is what I'm going to do next. And I'm completely using an inappropriately sized siphon. For this size tank, I should be using the smaller one, but again, I'm short on supplies today. You definitely don't want to use a python, which you hook up to a hose. For this small of a tank, you could suck the fish right out. They'll get caught in the python. This, at least, even though it's kind of big, I can at least watch it and control and make sure none of the fish get in it. So, I'm just going to start doing that. So here's another part of it. This cartridge, like a lot of filters, this one just lays in, but other units, they'll hang on the back and you'll have like one or two of them and they come in and out this way. Then there's other ones that kind of stack up on each other, but these are really handy. And you can actually rinse these and use these again, which I'm going to do. So what I've done now is I rinsed the filter cartridge in the dirty fish water that I had in the bucket that I already dumped down the toilet. You want to rinse the filter cartridge in the kind of dirty fish water just to get the gunk off. This way you don't add more chloramines from the water. It just, makes it a little safer for the fish. Now this isn't running properly because the water level isn't where it needs to be, so once I pour more water in, it'll be fine. It's still filtering, but the BioWheel doesn't have enough water to keep that moving. And this should always be moving because this is where the bacteria lives that keeps the fish healthy. The good bacteria that eats. So some filters, like this one, this is a self-contained. In some of these, the carbon will lay flat. In other models, I hope this doesn't fall, in other models, it'll hang on the back and you'll either insert the cartridge. Actually, you would insert it this way because the water flows through and then the carbon is in here as well. So this tank and the other tank, this is actually the reading from the other tank. If you can see the color of this, that means high nitrate, which is the last part of the cycle. And that can also come from just too much gunk building up. Sometimes you have too much ammonia, sometimes you have too much nitrate. Luckily for freshwater fish, the nitrate isn't as harmful as the nitrite to them. If this was a saltwater tank reading, there'd be a huge problem, but these guys will be fine. So without sucking up a fish, actually, do it like this. What I want to do is get, tiger barb, get out of there. What you want to do is very slowly plunge down and up through the gravel. Gently just kind of roll it around a little bit, and that's going to clean. See all the dirt coming up, and then you just kind of let it go. You can tilt it to let, if you get too much gravel in there, sometimes that's not good either. There we go, see? You see like the dirt coming up. python, and this is a good size for this tank because it's a 55. You really want a python if you have a tank this size. It's just easier to drain and fill using the force of your faucet rather than having to suck in and dump buckets. It's better than sucking and dumping, but you can't use it on a small tank. Alright, and here is the after of Dave's tank. If you remember the before. Alrighty, well, this is one of the tanks I clean. Now look. It's a pirate wonderland. FishyGrrl Aquariums. At your service.